Going over Runway here. Runway 4.5. All right. So I got on Adobe Firefly, and then and it was the first month release of Runway Gen 4.5, and they only had text to video. So I was using it, testing out, and I found that the crowd scenes is very strong. It was still New Year, so I was feeling the New Year vibe. Probably doing a lot of Christmas lights in New York, Home Alone kind of vibe. Yeah, the camera. Oh, I wasn't very familiar with Runway either. I never, I never had a month unlimited with Runway before, so I always wanted to. The crowd scene, this crowd scene here is one of the strongest. With all the lights, with all the people, and the people you never see any blur. With a model like Hailu, will completely overwhelms it. But you see how many objects you can pop into the scene, and there's no problem with it. So crowd scene has been very strong. This one is just a one-off where I was testing out the special effects. Everybody know that one-way particle effects is very strong. It's kind of fun. Sometimes when you're running with character, there's still a little bit of error going on there. But mostly it's fine. And these scenes were it's like first person view panning to a scene. And then these crowd scenes. I mean, very few platform can do things like this. I think it's very optimized for crowds one way. So I did a few more of these crowd scenes, and then I keep testing out the camera angle just to get a better handling at it. But I can't say it was very comprehensive because I was still using credit on Adobe Firefly API, and you can never get quite too many of these clips, and I barely understand it by the end of it. But I do like the camera. I briefly tried out the Gen 4, and I noticed that the Gen 4.5 is a whole lot more consistent in terms of result. This seems is another, yeah, it's one of my first prompt for Gen 4.5. It's nice. It's nice. One way excels at these environmental scene panning. I don't think any other platform is as powerful. This is the Act 2 where it started to become all ice cream kids fighting ice cream. And it was still text to video a second month. And this is a Dutch angle here. We quite like this. I started for this second month prompt. I had the LM use every camera tricks available in the book, so you can look at it and see how the camera sort of pan into the side here. Or here is touch screen, and touch screen flickers. And one way can do that too. Another particle effect test. Eagle eye view here. Yeah, there's lots of little camera tricks that the Gen 4.5 has going on. Whip pan, rapid whip pan from one scene to another. It's nice. I can't say I quite understand it, but a little, sudden zoom into the character. There's a lot of little tricks. I was hoping that by learning it, I could later come back to the one-way platform and then really hone my director camera skills. I think it's a good platform for it. I don't think many other video AI platform is as dedicated in terms of camera tricks. I think that in some way they're better than even Kling. Kling has a lot of predictable control, but in terms of camera tricks, I think one way is a little bit more dedicated. If you're really into exploration of camera techniques, I think this is a good platform. And from here, this one is at 3 now. They're all image to video, and you see a noticeable difference between the image to video compared to the text only. It's much more consistent. I mean, they're still quite capable. Some video AI model isn't as good with image to video, but here I think it's quite comparable. I always like to go text to video to test a platform raw, and then go image, and then test it independently. I didn't find it to be too much of a disparity. They're still quite capable of moving into the scenes. Yeah. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Uh, in terms of camera mobility, I found that the Runway is infinitely superior to the competitor Luma, where Luma I just couldn't get it to move into an environment. The 314 model just just doesn't move. It doesn't move in any way that I expect, you know. Also, there's a thing where Runway has an environmental smart to how fast it should be moving during the scene. If it's a wide angle, it moves a little faster. If it's an interior, it moves a little slower. It kind of auto that way. It's an orbiting shot. Let's try it. Okay. This one is just a test to see how it can deal with energy lighting. Yeah, when it's running, there's a bit of an issue where it's a little choppy. It's probably not the best model to do a little excess acrobatic moves here, but I didn't really do a lot of characters. Yeah, just mostly environment camera pan, and it's been interesting. All right, if I do any more, I'll be sure to post them. But that's it for now.